Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Hades 2. We got to do Aspect of Pan at 40 Fear in a Dream Dive, and oh my god. If you saw me last run, I was really worried about Aspect of Momus, but we did get a win. But now we're just on to Pan, and I'm just as concerned, I would say. We got the usual Arcana let out. We got Jeweled Palm on. We got the normal fear amount here. It really just depends. Like, the hammers are really important here. I am taking out Freenos, because I think that's going to be the most impactful familiar for us here. We probably won't need that much magic, and the crit chance from Rocky is probably not as meaningful as the health. Skilla to start, huh? I don't mind Oceanus, but I might mind Skilla. I guess time will tell. What can we do? I mean, I actually don't hate the aspect, but admittedly, it's not impactful. It's not an impactful thing, really. I think you take hard target for the idea of defeating Skilla here more easily and less dying. Because all those projectiles are just an absolute nightmare, really. I'm actually not really positive what the best way to deal a lot of damage here when I have no boons to our bodies. I'm not certain what the best method is when you have nothing. When you have literally nothing. We might continue to have literally nothing even after this encounter. That was pretty rough. What do you got? Max health? That is nothing. Zeus, okay. We're always happy to see Zeus in this run. In any run. Zeus is probably the... I mean, I don't think it's even a probably. I think it's a definite. Zeus is the best offensive god that you can get. I think pretty easily. We had the drainers here. Come on, guys. He just has a lot of good damaging boons. Blitz fits every single build ever. Okay, I'm gonna have to take that epic attack. Does this mean there's a potential I will not be using this special in a pan run? I think that's what we were supposed to do. Don't really want the $100. I obviously don't need 50 healing, so I guess I'm just palming the attack? Man, that feels like shit. That's worth 50 bucks. Excuse me. That was a sneeze in case you couldn't hear it. I guess I actually do just take the money. For the long term. Okay, well, Hestia we like, though, because maybe if we can get origination going. And in fact, Hestia's special would be fine. I'm not certain what I would actually prefer between her special or her cast here. But I'm quite happy to see Hestia one way or another. Maybe I should just be sending out the attack here. Ugh. Alright, it's the special. Not bad at all, though. I am pleased with this. We will not be fighting Zagreus at this moment. Maybe someday. More Zeus is excellent, too. Well, we probably take a Born Gain. I don't know if I'm really gonna be doing that much magic stuff. I don't think we do Fine Line. We can't really spam stuff that much. I mean, it's nice, of course, still, but it's probably not that important. Okay, I'm gonna take the max magic, too, then. Okay, and then we take more Zeus. This cast is fine. Lightning Lance would actually be nice. Can't remember if you can actually get Lightning Lance. I'm not sure, actually. So, I was nervous about this run, but now I feel a bit more comfortable given the boon situation already. Whereas with Momus, I was kind of thinking about that run a lot. And just like, there's got to be a safer way to do that. Or something. There's got to be a better way. But there's still many aspects I'm kind of nervous for in the future. Ooh, boy. This is interesting, right? We have both Hestia and we have Zeus. So we could get either Lightning Lance or Glowing Coal in the future. One of them requires you to have a cast boon and the other one doesn't. I can never remember which one's which. I'm gonna say Lightning Lance. Whoopsie, went past it. Lightning Lance requires it, I'm gonna guess. It does. So Lightning Lance will not appear until I fill in the cast boon. Obviously, this sounds really good, but I don't know if I'm really gonna be triggering Blitz that often. sadly, here. Doesn't necessarily feel that way. And plus, storming is just a really strong boon, right? You get a discount. Or wait, no, so not a discount. I don't know why. I misread that entirely. I don't think I need that for the cast damage. It's quite expensive. I think I will just take the plain cast damage, though. I think. Scylla's a menace. Scylla's quite scary here. I think in order of bosses I don't want to see in a dream dive, I think I'll just take that. What's the order here? We definitely do not do chaos right before Scylla. I think Kronos is going to be the scariest every single time. Then Scylla? Queen's Ransom. Nope. Extended Family. It's pretty good. What would you want Bridal Glow to hit here? I don't know. Does prime a lot of magic, too. I think I boringly just take that. Is that palm worth 50? I think we have lots of good boons right now, and nothing that I would be annoyed if it got hit. Totally whiffed on that. Oh, no, maybe not. Until I have a throwable cast, I don't know how many Omega specials I'm going to be running here, really. Oh, God. Thinking about that moment's run, maybe the biggest issue was I was taking Hecuba. Maybe you just needed a free nose for that health increase. Hecuba is a offensive familiar when you think about it, right? Roar. Wait, now. Okay, good. We annihilated a couple of them. Hey. I just can't resist. Oh. I'll give you my pearl, huh? Oops, so you dropped that cast in a weird spot. Okay. Well, this wound up being much more laid back than I would have guessed. Ooh, okay. Golly. And we're good. The run is won. I don't think so yet. I was having this conversation with someone on the subreddit. They said some kind things, but it was just kind of an interesting topic to me. And it's sort of the crux of what we're doing here. And I realize that I've probably talked about this a lot. You might be bored of hearing about it, but to kind of give a little bit of insight, perchance. Like, why am I doing this? Why 40 fear? Why do I think this is interesting? Well, I've always been interested in trying to make the Hades games. I mean, I tried this with Hades 1 as well, to be precise. You know, can we make win rates and win streaks interesting? You know what I mean? Because right now, all of the challenges, generally, in these games, is based around doing something like a large amount of fear or a very quick speed run, which all of those things, you know, have been proven time and time again already. For the most part, right? Like, there's no, like, all aspects of beating 62 fear, surface, and underworld. It's done, really. I know you could do 67 fear, but the RNG does start to hit you pretty bad at that junction. Don't really want dark side. I'll take a night bloom. I'll take a night bloom. So it's kind of like, well, what's the next interesting thing here? And can win streaks or having an increased win rate without resets at all be interesting in this game? I mean, of course, this is also on my mind because I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire 2 lately, still. And that's a very hot topic in that community. Win rates, win streaks, how do you increase them, etc., etc., etc. I think it's just Melting Sickle. Not super excited by any of those. Demeter, huh? Arctic Gale? Do I really want it that bad? Weed Killer? Don't care. Snow Queen is nice, I guess. I actually do need the money, kind of, though. And I'm not that infatuated with the idea of Demeter right now. So it's been on my mind for that reason. I did try to do this in Hades 1. Long time ago. And eventually, I think I lost the streak once, but I did all 24 aspects in a row at 32 heat without a loss or a reset or anything like that, right? And I think that means that it's, you know, if you win that many, and it didn't take a lot of tries, the streak reset exactly once, and then the next go around we did it, basically. I think that's not interesting. That's not interesting when it's that easy, you know what I mean? Now, there's some issues with this. Some major issues with trying to think this way. And trying to make this useful in some way. I really want Arachne. I don't want Apollo. Hold on. Special damage, no. Ah! Nice try, lady. Nice try. Cast damage plus 125%. If I hold this stress, I get 4% damage for each encounter. These are actually kind of fun now, right? What is the likelihood of me holding the stress? F is not in the pool. We could go to a shop right after this room. It is a possibility where I may find armor. I also may not. I think it's not very high. Am I feeling comfortable enough to take the risk just for fun, though, here? All right. I don't know if that's actually the case, but how long can I keep this B-boy now, huh? No, unfortunately, no armor here. There's more Hera. I'm sort of running out of things for Hera already, though. I don't know if I should have bought it, really. Ooh, yeah, that was risky. Do I want to swap any of these? Nah. Rousing Reception is Poseidon. No, I don't think so. I think I'll take that max out. We should be getting at least one more mini boss offering here still. Anyway, back onto the topic. The Hades going, kind of harkening back to the old Hades 1, 32 heat win streaks and stuff like that. It was probably too easy, and that made it less interesting. But also, the main thing I'd taken away is that I couldn't get people interested in this, you know? Because there's a lot of reasons for that. But I think one of the bigger things is that, you know, you need competition for that to be interesting, and I couldn't, there was actually one other person, shout out to Babylonization from way back in the day, goated Hades player, absolutely destroyed my win streak and everything like that. But I think what happened was, it didn't feel like I already lost the dress, rip. I couldn't get people interested. And so by the time I hit 24 out of 24, I was like, yeah, I think we're just going to move on and do other things, basically. And so you need competition, which basically means you need people to stream the game doing that very precise thing. Just recording yourselves doing it isn't really enough because it would still be very easy to cheat, assumingly. In fact, me doing this right now, recording it for YouTube instead of live streaming it, it kind of invalidates any proof I may have hoped to have, because I don't think there's any way to tell if I like hit undo night at some point. Ooh, servitude is nice. I don't think there is, at least. So I think we're out of Hera boons. I don't have the hitch effect, right? I recently took from her Rousing Reception, which sucks. She might try to swap the cast on me, which I don't really want. I'm not certain that's actually possible. Weirdly, I think you just go this way. I mean, I guess all I can say is that if I lose, I'll show you, you know? Maybe I'll try to make it a surprise in some way, and I'll put in some filler at the end of this or something like that. Oh, yeah, we'll take the breath. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to make it a surprise in some way. And we might go back to the stream here. But yeah, I mean, but again, I'm not really worried about this because I don't know if anyone gives a shit. If I say I beat however many runs in a row at 40 fear, right? I'm not so certain anyone gives a shit. You know how you get people to give a shit is if there's a competition and it's actually, there's a lot of people trying to go for this thing. You know what I mean? And then it gets interesting. Oh, like, oh, they're on this win streak. Oh, that's cool. Thing is, 40 fear, I think we've already discovered, might be a bit too low still, at least for me. Because this streak is kind of getting almost too high. Too high too easily. Streaks are more interesting when it's really hard to get only like 3, 4, 5 in a row, maybe. So we're probably going to increase it. Then there's a lot of questions still. I have a lot to discuss still on this topic. We have a shop where we get free max health. More Zeus would still be excellent, or Hestia. Just because I really want a throwable cast. Please. Hell yeah. Got the max health to come back anyway. I'll pay for that. Mighty Lance. FU game. No Lightning Lance for us. We're going to increase that D-Strike. I think I'm not going to buy the Palm now at this junction, though. We don't spend a crazy amount of magic or anything, so... Boom, bum, bum, ba-do. Damn it. Got him. Damn, just one special. Oh, right, the melting sickle helps with that. Do. Let's get you out. You will fight indefinitely for us. Another resist taken from me. What? Oh, I tried to time that. Where's Fritos? Please. Oh, no. Hard target, save me. Okay, we're good. Do. Oh, geez, you did not go. I mean, I guess you're facing the way that you're going, but for some reason I didn't see it coming still. Well, that went pretty smooth, right? Give me a throwable cast, and then I'll just sit back. Although then origination is an issue because my attack is the second curse, right? Something to consider.
Yeah, keep fighting with everything you've got.
I don't think I want Moonbeam.
Try another one, maybe.
I don't think I want the money. I'll take the random hammer. Dancing knives ain't bad. That's the one. I'll take that even. Our special bounces around. Where are we going? Morning Fields. Okay. Ooh, where was I? So you need competition, really. If you're the only one doing it, it's a lot less interesting. Agreed? And that goes for, like, anything. Pretty much, right? Dancing knives means we no longer pierce our foes, which is... like a very small detriment. Maybe not even very small, but it is a detriment just because then you don't get the double hit anymore. Do. Trying to gather my thoughts here. Where was I going? Where was I going with that? Okay. I think one of the bigger, other big issues of trying to get this going and get people interested in it. How do we all agree on a starting loadout here? What fear amount are we talking? If we're going to say rotating aspects, right? What fear amount is the right amount to make it interesting? You probably want the win rates to only be around 50%. That way, when you get like a really high one, when you're 5 wins in, people get excited potentially. I think that's the truth. I think. I don't know for sure. Reaper knives is good. Yes, we'll take that. Poseidon? No. For the sake of the timer, you kind of got to do this, though. I just want a throwable cast. Is this too much to ask? Oh, God. Golly gee willikers. Get it. Come on. Kill it. Using an Omega special does not feel worth it as of right now at all. Huh. That's a little interesting, I won't lie. Hurts our origination a lot, though. You could rarefy it also. It hurts our origination in the sense that I won't have origination any further. It's good, though, isn't it? I don't think you take it. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Here. Because I'll just never get origination. I mean, yeah, we might get slip or something like that. I guess. We might. Oh, come on. I got scrammed. It's not even my fault. Guess we gotta take gold, gold, gold. Buried treasure screwed me. Alright, Hestia. Nice. We only got a 2 reward chamber here. Glowing coal, glowing coal, glowing coal. Thing is, we haven't got a lot of boons from Hestia, so this might be tough. So we'd have to get people interested in the sense that we'd have to settle on an amount of fear, maybe some specific fear requirements. Do we also then say you have to use like jewel palm or certain keepsakes? Do we ban certain things? What about Arcana loadout? You know, what about familiars? So we have to consider all those potential rules for something like this. And you might say, what's the big deal? Just make up one and see if other people play. It's like, well, it can be hard. I mean, these games are extremely customizable, which is great for the average player. But it's a lot easier when you just know, like, okay, 32 fear. Everyone's 32 fear is exactly the same, you know? It's a lot easier to get into something like this if it's just there's no questions as to the different modifiers and things like that. Every run starts the same in the same exact place. But yeah, as you can see, as you know, Hades games are so extremely customizable that I think it's a bit tough. They're really not the same games as, like, I know I keep mentioning Slay the Spire, but you know, that's sort of what I'm gonna be pointing out a lot here. Should have taken that max health, huh? Glowing coal nut. We could probably support controlled burn, can't we? Whereas I don't really care about the rest. I don't think I rarefy it, because I don't know if it's going to be that big of a deal. How's our health? 239. I don't think we need that. I'm going to run back down here, though. Whoop. Don't mind if I do. They're going to send me to Chronos for the 4th again, aren't they? I can feel it. Every time, I swear to God.
What do we have in stock?
There's a lot of customization, right? Okay, please, I have to get glowing coal here soon. Okay, there it is. Just take it. I'm going to say I don't rarefy this either. No, I think I do rarefy this one. Not sure about that, but she might be running low here already. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's just going to be a hot pot. I'll even throw out the last rarefy on it. Money, 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 huh?
Here's the gold.
What do we got here? It's probably just going to be Storm Ring. There's too many variables. So not even just as a player, but as a viewer, you're just going to have like a lot of questions, like which things are they using for this loadout and such word, right? It's too bad it's kind of a Scorch build now that I can actually use the Omega special to a better use here, right? But now we can't get, like, any of the Scorch-related things like Pyrotechnique or Freezer Burn. It's okay, though. It's okay. Woo! Do, 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 do. Strip it, strip it, strip it. Damn, dog. Okay. Summon. Okay. Oh, wow. I did not do that right. Oh, God. Jeez. What is this combo, dog? Stop doing that. I think I already had a friend out, but... my inability to keep up origination is sort of our downfall now, if anything, I think. I don't know why, but I keep resummoning when it's totally unnecessary, really. Okay, that was a long-ass fight, right? That was a long-ass fight. That was actually pretty hard. There's just so many variables. There's so many variables. And it's not easy for the viewers or the players, and you got to get everyone to decide. And how are you going to find competitors in a situation where there's so many different things, right? So you could just say, okay, we're going to do X amount of fear. Here's some fears that are required, but the rest is up to you. It's like, okay, there we go. So there's a potential rule set for us, right? Aspects, you have to rotate between them. Keepsake, perhaps up to them whatsoever. Arcana, perhaps up to them whatsoever as well, right? Centaur Soul. Yarn. No. Okay, let's go. Put on Knuckle Bones. Oh! It's gonna be Eris last. It feels like it's been a while since we've had her last. Okay, I'm not upset about that. Okay. There was another issue. What was it though? What was it? Well, there's still a couple more. As I said, proof is kind of difficult. Proof is a bit difficult. So, do you have to stream the attempts in order to prove it? If people actually got interested? By the way, if you got thoughts, like what would make this more interesting, I'm more than willing to hear it. If we got boated involved, you know what I mean? But again, like, you gotta stream every single attempt. That's a lot to ask of other people. And to be honest, there's not a huge amount of regular Hades 2 streamers, to say the least. Anyway, further issues with this potential thing that I keep trying to do and keep failing to do, I guess you could say. But nevertheless, I keep talking about it. Because, I don't know, it's just an interesting topic to me. Hello? Can you kill that thing? Okay, we're done. Forgive me. I had it on the tip. Okay. I think past a certain fear amount, a lot of runs are just purely determined about what happens in, like, Chamber 1-ish. Unfortunately. It's either your win or loss is determined within the first minute, possibly even less of the run. And that happens in this game, right? That happens in this game. Like, what's your first boon gonna be? If you get hit with Selene and you're on a bad... in the first chamber and you're on a bad aspect and you can't clear the rooms fast enough, you know you're going to hit the timer in the first zone, potentially. That can happen. Old Remedy, 80%, huh? Randomly draw 5 of your active Arcana and upgrade them. 5 of them? Okay, that's just kind of cool. Can we all agree? I'm trying to think of what's going to help against, what's her name the most? Eris. The Lovers, Strength, Sick, Swift Runner, Origination, the Centaur. Nice. That's cool, huh? Those upgrades aren't like, the percentage differences aren't like the biggest things ever, but it's cool. It's a cool, at least. I actually really wanted to summon one of those Dracons here. I think there's a lot of runs. Like, when I got that epic attack from Zeus, I was like, okay, I think this run's gonna be okay. Can't guarantee it. But that was my instinct there, really. Like, we're gonna make it. It's gonna be okay. And then we got Hestios, it's like, okay, it's definitely gonna be okay. And the decision stopped mattering as much at that junction, it felt. And you don't want that to happen, really. Leading into the next one, I think there might not be enough decision-making in this game to really make this premise of win rates being competitive interesting as well. So a lot of it is just going to be based on, like, you know, reaction times, muscle memory, and knowing the game from a combat point of view. You know, that's a big percentage of the game. Knowledge is some of it. But a lot of the decision-making is extremely quick in the middle of combat and sort of hidden. You know, lots of, like, little movements and things like that. Can't really break down some of the decisions you make in the middle of combat here, right? Oh, I was gonna say I can't even see this reward. Night Bloom, Night Bloom. Deal more damage, raise servants deal more damage. I'll get the Godsend for fun, so that way we get one at the start of the Eris fight. And it deals increased damage. So, I mean, it's interesting to try to see a run that starts off badly and see if you can come back from it. You know, I do actually think that can be quite interesting in its own way. But I don't know. Is it really... Is it your wits that got you out of that situation? This one might be more of a vibe than any sort of fact here. Gotta summon something here. Get him! Oh, I just got the crappy servant. Get it, get it, get it. Isn't this like the first wave of monsters here still, or am I crazy? I have 1,000 gold somehow. Whoops, I don't know why I did that. Okay, well, I'm glad I did that because we got the good servant here. Get him! Oh, I just realized my damage meter's not on. Sorry, I don't know why. I wonder how that happened. Are we done? Might be done. We have travel deal right about now. All right, more Zeus. I've been waiting for you. Well, kind of. Yeah, we're buying all this, we know. We have way too much money. That static shock is very takeable. Air quality doesn't really do anything here. I don't think it does anything, literally. But static shock is a nice boon. Well, I guess that's the end of my rant here. Having said that, like, I'm still definitely considering trying it out further. Perhaps increasing it and making the win rate more difficult, but not in an RNG way. Like, if you have Vow of Forfeit on, and you go, you know, you're really beholden to the gods as to what's going to happen early on in a run. You might just get totally screwed, is the truth. Like, too much so. Like, I just don't know if there's enough you can do. Like, the timer is a problem. It's not, there's only so much you can control there if you don't get a takeable boon, essentially, in the first however many rooms. Okay, we have a friend now. Get her! Okay. I'm not even using the Omega special. I'm mostly just whacking with an attack, throwing a single special out. I gotta remember this guy's on my side, kinda. He's coming for me. So I want to trigger that blitz. It's a lot of damage on that blitz. She was a bit off kilter there, it almost seemed. She's kind of too quick to really make use of the aspect here, too, anyway. Like, she doesn't stay in the cast and stuff. Got her a little bit there. I guess I don't resummon unless I think the shark guy is better. I think the shark guy might be better. Rip giant friend. Look at them dancing around her. Okay, come on, get her. Don't usually get to this part in the song. Get her, come on. Shoot her. Get her, shark boy. Finish it. Poke her. Poke her. Poke her. Ah, we got the kill with the shark boy. Holy shit, that run was long. 18 and a half minutes. I didn't think we lacked damage. How the hell was the cast #1 by a mile, though? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's another a secret storm ring win. I guess so. Yeah. I'm surprised it's by that much. I really am. Wow. I really thought like the special would have been up there by quite a bit, but yeah, I mean, I guess it was a good thing I took that storm ring because I mean, we did have that big double strike, that's for sure. But yeah, it was a pretty good pan run. This was a really cool thing to grab, I think. I don't even know what to highlight here. But we had some decent hammers. We didn't get Sure Shot Flurry, which probably would have been better. We didn't get the thing that speeds up the Omega Special. Or Hidden Knives, even more so. Yeah, actually, the hammers weren't great. We had a couple special-related ones, but there was like 3 other ones that were way better than any of those, I think. Well, there you go. What do you think of my topic? What do you think? Would you be interested? Is there something Is there something that you think that would make this style more interesting? Would competition help, you think? Or am I just making shit up? I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what we usually ask for. And I'll see ya in another video.